Atithi Devo Bhava. And with this word, the immediate example which comes in our mind is the hospitality industry, where it is said the world needs to embrace hospitality in all its form, to understand and include different cultures, our tradition and ideas. Hospitality brings people together through sharing social interaction, irrespective of any caste, creed, religion. To celebrate and recognize this aspect of human nature, the International Hospitality Council London and Dr. Suborno Bose, hospitality evangelist, chief mentor of the International Institute of Hotel Management and CEO and convener of IIHC, along with the other stakeholders, made this year of International Hospitality Day a special one by today organizing an award ceremony where the contribution of industry stalwarts is recognized. As it is said, the inductees are personalities who have not only achieved phenomenal entrepreneurial success but also mentored, inspired and shaped those around them. During the award ceremony at ITC Maratha, which felicitated the dignitaries from various hotel industry, and of course the IIHC Lifetime Achievement Award, which was given to Mr. Satish Arora, Director Food Production at Taaj, left an example for the hospitality industry that if you dedicatedly believe in Atithi Devo Bhava, then your success is guaranteed. Come, let's take you to the interaction with Dr. Suborno Bose about the award ceremony to felicitate the fraternity from the hospitality industry.
When we talk about Atithi Devo Bhav, then the right example to give is hospitality industry. So we have got with us the man who is leading IIHM, and he's a chief mentor with one of the hospitality organizations in London as well. So sir, first of all, thank you for joining us. And my question is, after this long pandemic era, of course every industry was suffering. Could you give us a glimpse about the hospitality industry, please?
So, hospitality is what you very rightly said, Atithi Devo Bhava, where the guest is God. And in India, we have got the mission of treating the guest as God. COVID was one of the biggest enemy for all industries, but hospitality and tourism suffered a lot. But I think the industry really showed a lot of resilience, a lot of courage, a lot of confidence in their abilities, and it turned around. The bounce back has been spectacular. I think now we are all back in the game, and we are almost doing 75% of the 2019 figures. I think whether it's hotels or cafes or restaurants or the F&B, I think in India especially the industry has really come back very strongly, and I think that is because of the people of the industry who believes in resilience. So today's International Hospitality Day Award ceremony is a testament for that, where we are going to award the soldiers of the industry. Not the big people that we see, but somebody like the doorman or somebody like a cook or somebody like a housekeeper who really work very hard during these very difficult times. And they are the people who are the nuts and the bolts of the industry. So today's function of this award ceremony is completely dedicated to them, and they are the people who will be getting the award, because without them the industry will not survive.
Sir, of course every industry has got a contribution towards the GDP as well. So how, especially I'm talking about that pandemic era, where every industry, irrespective of type of business I'm talking about, so what type of contribution you're looking and the expansion about the hospitality industry in the near future?
So tourism is almost about 10% of the Indian GDP in 2018, and it was 9% in 2019. So tourism is one of the 1/10 of the India's total GDP, which is one of the most important service sector industry. And I think hospitality is the most important part of the tourism industry. So now with the COVID gone to some extent and the bounce back happening, domestic tourism is doing very well. We're still waiting for the international arrivals. The problem is with international travel, because some of the international destinations are still blocked, and we're not getting international guests. But domestic tourism has been phenomenal. I think that is going to increase the GDP to, I think, 12% in the next fiscal, and that's what our finance minister have also predicted. So I think to hospitality and tourism will contribute substantially to the GDP growth of India.
So what kind of challenges and stuff, and what kind of support you're looking rather from the government in the near future?
So I think Maharashtra is leading the way because it is the first state which has declared tourism as an industry. I think the first thing is that the entire country, the states and the center have to consider tourism as an industry, and Maharashtra has done it. So huge applause to the Maharashtra government for taking this step. I think once you are industry, your interest rates are less, your loans are much more softer, you get better terms of construction. So all these things are very important, and I think the government has to get the infrastructure right. The airports are now being privatized, which is such a great news, but the highways, the roads, the transport, taxis, the tourist guide, everything needs to be good. So the government have a big role to play, especially on the infrastructure development.
Sir, one last. You have been a mentor in one of the hospitality sector in London as well. And if we compare both India and London, in what terms you see, I'm talking about the positive aspects, India is expanding in comparison to London, if we see from today?
I think India's hospitality is world class. You cannot compare India's hospitality with the European hospitality. I think Europeans are very structured, very process-centric, but as far as hospitality is concerned, as we said, Atithi Devo Bhava, I think Indian hospitality is far ahead. So we are really the most favorite destination for the Europeans, and if this goes on, I think India will be the destination for the people coming from Europe in the years to come.